Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Motor Town. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful day so far. How's your week been? We're over that halfway point now, and I have quite a few plans for this episode. It's also worth pointing out that I got a very creaky chair, but I changed the daytime, um, the day length before starting this gaming session to 75 minutes per 24-hour cycle, because I noticed that the 60 minutes was just getting dark a little bit earlier than I particularly wanted. So this means we have a bit more daytime in order to get these videos done, and it means that if I start the episode a little bit later in the day, it's not to the end of the world. You might also notice I've got a little bit more money than I did in the previous episode. Between the episodes I did a quick bus route and I did a couple of cargo runs locally, just around this town, just to bring the money up a little bit. And I also brought our vehicles back here. Speaking of vehicles, I mentioned in yesterday's episode that I wanted to buy some vehicles, and that is exactly what I'm about to do. So we take our potato Tuscan, and we're going to absolutely fly down this way. This car is basically a dodgem for us. Not a very quick dodgem, but a dodgem all the same. Would like one of those trucks, but don't think I can have one yet. Let's see, am I going to crash here? Yes. It was nice of the bus to help me around the corner. So I aim to buy 2 vehicles today, possibly 3, by very least 2. Very different vehicles that will do very different tasks. Oh. I think that's called a rollback. That's not going to be good for the old clutch, neither it is. Alright, first vehicle we're going to buy is the school bus. Other buses are available. I personally like this one, but I don't want to spend that extra 30,000. There's 2 buses over there that are just as good, but this bus is the one I want. If I could purchase that, if you please, and drive it. Don't want a bus route yet. We can't be driving about in a grey bus. So I don't think I'm going to modify this as such, because this will be primarily used for a worker. But we are going to paint it. The windows will go tinted, because of course. And the body colour, I'm thinking a garish purple. That will do. Let's see what, no, I don't want to name it. Let's see what parts. Oh, we can put a radiator on it. 230 horsepower engine isn't bad. I can't put a turbo on it yet, but that's fine. It's got a 6-speed bus gearbox. And no etc, no aerodynamics. It's one strong mirror. So this is one of the vehicles. That's a very bright colour. We won't lose it in a car park, that's for sure. So this is well, it's not the exact same bus, I've just bought this one, but I was using one of these buses between episodes to do a little bus route to build a bit of money up. We actually need a bit more money. We need 80,000 at least for the other vehicle. So we'll be using this bus initially. But between these 2 vehicles, basically they're going to owe me 160,000, give or take. Well, actually, it'll be 180,000. This tree's just vanished there. This bus handles relatively well. It's not a race car, but it does alright. We're going to come back into our starting town of Gangjong. Might be saying that right. That's the only way to enter a bus station. Lets people know that you're here to pick them up. Right, let's not do that. Let's go to the bus tab, and this is the route I'd like. See how many people we get. One. We have one person. It's better than none, I suppose. I think the frame rates are dropped around here just now because I've left too many vehicles running. I think there's like 4 vehicles around here that are currently running. So let me know in the comments, did you expect a bus to be the next vehicle we buy? I've spoken about buses quite a bit through the course of this series, and how I'm quite impartial to doing the bus jobs. Right, so we bought this bus and we have 2 passengers on it. I could have done this in a taxi. That looks more like it. Nice busy bus stop.
Thank you.
Did he really just get the bus from over there to here?
Hello.
Now we're up to 8 passengers now. This bus will hold 27 passengers, and apparently it'll hold some cargo as well. Don't know where I'm putting the cargo, but it has the little symbol to say that it can take it. Good stuff. Plenty of people. The more people on the bus, the more money you make, as you would expect. And we basically want our bus to be as close to full as possible. If your buses are constantly full, you need a bigger bus.
Thank you.
Not the worst amount of money to do these bus jobs either. That's a curb. A brand new bus now has a ruined alloy. There's the burger joint where we can get a scooty, but we won't be doing that. Not today anyway, maybe in the future. I might do that for a giggle. Nobody getting on or off there. Never really seems to be at that bus stop. What do you think of the purple? If there's any colours you would like for any of the vehicles, so I'll just pick them at, well, basically random. But if crashed, damaged the bus. But if there's any colour schemes you'd like for any of the vehicles, drop me a comment. Let me know. I'll accommodate where possible. I haven't touched on the whole decal side of things in this game. I don't even think I've really done it when I've not been recording, but that's always a possibility as well.
Thank you very much.
I do like the voice acting in this game. It's quite amusing. Especially when you get to a bus station and everyone is getting off the bus. It's quite funny hearing all the different voices.
Oh my.
Whoops. No, they're both hitchhikers. No hitchhikers on the bus. Paying customers only. Ah, the rain. I've not had the rain in about 3 minutes. I've missed it.
Hello.
Hello.
Up to 11 people, and we'll run clean over the top of the passenger we just let off. Maybe not advised to do awesome handbrake turns in a bus. But not advised is not the same as it shouldn't do. How many people we're going to get from this one? We're up to 20 people now. The bus, well, you can't really see through the windows, is pretty full. This bus doesn't handle well in the rain. It doesn't handle particularly well in dry, but it doesn't handle very well at all in the rain. Nothing there. We'll get back to the bus station where we will get the rewards of our not so hard work here. And once we hit that 80,000, we will, or just over 80,000, I want 81,000 or so, we will park the bus up and go and purchase the other vehicle I would like to purchase today. Very full bus station, this one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That guy's Spider-Man. So that put us over what we needed. So let's cancel the bus route. You do that by at a bus stop or station. You just tell it to stop. I would like my door in though. Let's. Yeah, well, leaving the door out. The door open and the little stop sign out. As you can see, the bus routes can be quite profitable. So I'm not going to take the bus to go and get the second vehicle. Nor am I going to reverse the bus off the edge there. Switch off, leave it there. We're going to spawn the starting car, and this time we're heading off this way. Play with a bit of drift mode, see how badly we can wreck the car on the way there. Whoops. That wasn't actually intended. Oh yeah, that truck that I still haven't picked up yet. I do keep forgetting about that truck. I should probably recover it at some point. I imagine it's worth a decent amount to actually recover a truck and trailer like that. Oh, it was going so well. I mean, we did a barrel roll. That's got to count for something at least. I get style points for that. Now, of course, what we could have done is taken a loan from the bank to pay for the other vehicle. But I have a plan for when and how and why I'll be taking a loan. It will be this week, and it will also be paid off this week, for those of you who don't like the loan system. But I do want to show how it works and use it for a bit of a purpose. Ironically, not a very profitable purpose, but a purpose all the same. Fence just had it in for me there. We are about to overheat. Somehow my radiator's damaged. I have no idea how. There's the beloved steam from the radiator, so close to my destination. I don't actually think I've been able to do this journey in any vehicle other than a truck and actually get to the destination without overheating at least once. That was planned and totally not just a series of near misses. Where is the vehicle I want? I thought it was 80,000, but it might not be. That was unplanned donuts as well. Well, small change of plans. We're going to borrow a very small loan so that I can afford the vehicle I want. I could do a quick job, but I want to actually use the vehicle I buy. So this covers the explaining how the loan system works too. If I could possibly just stop overheating slightly. I could double it up and we could have 3 vehicles today. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm going to take a full whack loan, the entire amount that I can take, however much that is. And then the next few episodes will be about recovering from our debt, but that's fine. That shouldn't be a problem. This poor car gets so much abuse. This car will be built into a useful car. But not right now. Almost where I wanted it there. Okay, so this, of course, is the bank. And to get a loan, you walk up to this guy, you talk to him, and give me, how much can I take? 280,000, and I'm just going to take it for the 20 hours for no reason at all. We will pay it back 3,108 for every 10 minutes. So that's how much we need to, that's a lot of money in the bank. That's how much we need to make sure that we make. But let's go and buy 2 vehicles. No, that's too slow. More revs, more power, more speed, more overheating. There's a Lamborghini. Wasn't me. If no proof. Don't worry, the car didn't cut out, I just put it into comfort mode to stop it overheating. We are, however, just going to leave it here. Because one of the vehicles I want is this. It's supposed to be a little Mazda MX-5, but this car is for a purpose, so I can't get it yet. I'm only 2 levels away. I will be getting it. But I want it. Might even be able to get it today. But I definitely want that. So we need to keep 30,000 back for getting the little Mazda MX-5, and the reason I'm getting that is because if I bring my phone up here, oh, crashing again. Don't use your phone and drive, folks. Ollie Savage Music sent me a comment on episode 1 and saying he would like to see a drift build, and I think a little MX-5 would be quite a cool little drift build. I'm assuming it's the same platform as it is in real life with front engine rear wheel drive. Little light car, very sprightly, small little thing, nimble and enjoyable to drive. But we'll get one of them and we'll turn it into a drift car in just 2 driver levels time. Right, this is the truck here I'd like to buy. Same as our semi-truck, but this one is a dump truck. Paint. Colour should I paint this one? It's a bit bright. We've already got blue. That I can't even see the lines of the actual body lines there. Let's go for like a nice dark green. Let's add that to the palette. We'll go for red seats because reasons. And the windows will be tinted because it's the law. No, it doesn't have a skin. Let's go to parts. Let's go to suspension. Well, actually, yes. I want the anti-roll bars on it. That was the wrong one. Whoops. For those of you who don't know, you can sell parts for half of what you paid for them. Come on. And springs, I want 150% springs. On the back only. I'll put them on the front as well, why not? Go for 120 on all wheels as well. It's just an expensive vehicle to do up. That looks awesome. 10 grand though. Bring those wheels out. I don't really know what the angle kit does, if I'm being honest. No aerodynamics on it. I can get a winch for it, but I don't think I really need a winch for this. Sell the old radiator, put a new radiator in it. Yeah. Sell the old engine. Still can't put a turbo in it. I want this gearbox or transmission for the Americans. Now I'm going to leave all of them. Intake, short intake on it. I could do the brakes and tires and things like that. Don't really need that. Grip is more important. Yeah, there we go. So what do we think of this vehicle? Now what I'm going to do is potentially quite unusual, but I would like a screenshot, so I'm going to go and park it next to the bus. In fact, I'm not going to park it next to the bus, I'm going to park the bus next to it. Posing for screenshots, this is something that I would usually on my old channel cut out of an episode, but well, you can see how it's done. So, which one is this? This one. At least that closed my door for me. Just like that. Oh. Turn the wheels and jump out. Something like this. Let me get my character to stand properly. There we go. There's today's thumbnail, which I think is one of my better thumbnails. And we're going to leave them there as well. And because I'm really lazy, I'm going to bring the Tuscan in like this. I'm going to repair it. No, I'm not replacing the tire. What parts can we put on this? Have I not modified this at all? No, I haven't. Well, let's quickly get that done. Sure, let's buy a really big engine for it. Absolutely not. We needed, but I'll leave the final drive as it is. Leave the limit slip diff as it is as well. Brake power can stay the same. Brake pads we will upgrade. More power, more stopping power. Suspension, anti-roll bar. We'll do the 150s because I just like them. Stiffen the suspension up altogether. Not excessively though. That looks a bit silly. That looks extra silly. What's -5 look like? Yeah, let's go for -5. There we go. Car's lowered slightly. $50mm wheel spacers. It's as far out as we can get without it clipping through the bodywork. Get an angle kit for reasons. Some new tires for it. Absolutely get some new wheels. Sure, we'll go there. And I know I can sell my old wheels and tires, but I'm not worried about that. Aerodynamics, what do we have for this? Yeah, we'll go for number 3. Nothing on front splitter. Bonnet. Sure. Nothing on fender. Side skirts. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just stick with the chrome one. Rear louvers. That's suitably garish. Yeah, no, not do that. Watch it be completely undrivable now. That wing is horrible. This is in comfort mode, but we're going to use this as our travel vehicle. Obviously, it goes without saying, this is going to be a slightly longer episode than some of the other ones, but it's not every day you buy multiple vehicles. This is in comfort mode. I approve. This could actually be done with some fuel, but it should get us to our destination. It's fine until you've got to, you know, not go straight. Which, funnily enough, the plan for the build of this car, that kind of suits it anyway. Let's open the tap a little bit and see what it can do. $126, that's not greatly impressive. Oops. That did all of the damage. That did the rest of the damage. Back into comfort mode, see if we can avoid overheating completely. And that would be a no then. This car gets so much abuse every single time I'm in it. I break it and crash it. I'm not gone off the road in it yet, this particular journey. Give it time. I've been playing this game long enough now that I'm doing this journey without the sat nav. I know where I'm going. With no sat nav, you guys don't. It's a secret. At the condition of the car, the only place I'll actually be going is to the garage. The question is, will we run out of coolant or fuel first? Definitely need to do a top speed run on this bridge and see how fast we can actually go. Play about with some of the settings on the car. We've only got 47,000 left. We can still afford the MX-5 that I want to do as a drift build, which is very good. We've made a loan payment there. If you look at the bottom left next to the map, the next time it pops up, there is a loan payment being made. Onto the twisty bit of road. This gives away where we're going. There's the low fuel warning. Find a gas station. No, no, I don't think I will. So I'll just keep driving in this general direction. Of course, this general direction changes wildly depending on how much I press the accelerator. Well, it's almost the end of the week, guys. What are your plans for this coming weekend if you're watching this as it comes out? If you're not, what's your plans for the coming weekend? I am not sure what I am doing, but I have just recently been informed that it is Mother's Day this coming Sunday. So, that's it's not something that overly affects me, to be honest. But I've got to do the parent side of it and help my daughter get something for her mother. And by help, I mean pay for it. Because she's old enough to pick what she wants, and in all honesty, old enough to pay for it herself, but why would she do that when she's got me? She's almost a teenager at this point, but nobody's told her that she's not a teenager yet. So she likes to ask for money. But that's the fun of parenting, is it not? This is in comfort mode as well. If this was in sport or drift, I would be upside down in a tree down by the water. No. 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 That is 100% because I just said that there. Is there even a way back up that this car will achieve? I'm gonna say no. Teaches me for saying things. So I extended the length of time that the days are and then immediately record a longer episode that has us still coming into the night time. There's another installment there, 3,108. So you won't see me making any payments to the loan in this episode other than the automatic payments, but the loan, rest assured, the loan will be paid off this week. It's an easy loan to get. I believe the way the loan system works is you get, is it 10,000 for every driver level? Which is why we got, what was it, 280,000? And this broken down death trap of a car makes up the majority of that. We have run out of fuel. Of course we've run out of fuel and then immediately get into a police chase. Because now we can't refuel at the side of the road. I don't think, can we? You're a suspect. You cannot do this. Well, I guess we're sitting here waiting for the police to catch up. Collision and wrong way. It could have been worse. It's probably going to be worse. Just as soon as I have some of the go-go juice again. So refueling at the side of the road. Don't think I've done that on camera before, but depending on what you're in, depends on how much it costs, but it gives you half a tank. Which is good to know. Why the police after me already? Not done anything yet. That was a fairly well managed slide there. There's maybe hope for my drifting abilities. Probably not though, but I'm gonna give it a shot anyway. It sounds like it'll be great fun. Hey. Man, every second of that. I got an 18.7 meter jump sideways. Cool. The temptation to propel this car off the side of the cliff is quite high, but I don't want to then have to drive all the way back. It's very dark. But we are moving. Just in the wrong direction. Oh, really? That's rude. Hopefully the video's not too dark with YouTube's compression. My headlights on a little bit brighter. So of course we're back here at the quarry, and I found a shortcut to get down there. See? Shortcut. Let's go back up the top. Because I actually want to go over here. I just couldn't resist yeeting the car off the cliff. Pretty light show. We'll leave that down there. With any luck, the police will tow it for us. Let's get our Gen C dump. Put some lights on it. A bus stop in the quarry. Who in their right mind is getting a bus around a quarry? Now, this could potentially drive down the side of the quarry, but we're not going to do that. Hopefully. Now, in yesterday's episode, I discovered, much to my sadness, that it requires a great deal of limestone in order to make the cement. Don't drive off the side. I was greatly saddened by this and ended up doing yet another log run. And now I'm aware that it requires 100. In the dump we were using yesterday, it took 10 cargo units or 10 units of limestone per load. This one does not do that. This one only holds 6, as you can see in the top right. So this one would actually require a lot more, but some more runs. Here we are, we're driver level 30. We probably won't get the MX-5 in this episode, but it will potentially just be there when we start tomorrow's episode. The MX-5 is definitely purchased, like consider it bought. We will have it, unless of course the loan steals all our money. But I'll make sure that at the start of the next episode we're going to have it. So we want to take this right here. See, with the stiffened suspension, you can hopefully see anyway, it's not done too much to the ride height of the back of the vehicle. Lowered it a bit, but not too much. Now we've got 3 miles to go with this load, and see how much money this makes us, and see how this thing drives compared to the dumpy we were using yesterday. Oh, might need stiffer springs or stiffer dampeners, because we're still getting that lean and kick. That's what we don't want. So far, it's pulling the weight of this absolutely no problem at all. Can't remember, did I put the bigger engine in this? I feel like I might have. This is still in 4 high, so we're not even using all-wheel drive or low range. And it's gaining speed going up this hill. Very capable truck. The reduced cargo capacity is worth it because you have a vehicle that's capable of off-road. Even though this is barely off-road, it is still relatively steep hills. Come on, you can do it. 0 miles an hour. Yeah, that's not bad. That's fine. Like I said, it's still in 4 high. I could have done that in like 4 low or anything like that, and we would have probably maintained a better speed all the way up the hill there, but I'm not too worried about that. It was gear change related issues. There's a Tuscan down there somewhere. Imagine just sitting in a quarry on your brake and somebody shoots a muscle car at you. There is yet another installment. This could be done with a turbo. I think if I had a turbo on it, it would be pretty decent. I think that would give it a little boost in power that it's lacking. Oh, we're absolutely flying now. "56, 57. Those are some odd skid marks in the road. What happened there? Oof. Oops. Oops. That was not intentional. We'll drive away and pretend nothing happened. Oh dear. Yeah, he's fine. He didn't go swimming. Of course, I don't know if I'd want to be on the side of a cliff in a bus in the rain. How is he able to pull back up the hill like that? I'm calling him a cheer. That's it's not fair. I couldn't do that. I feel like if you send a vehicle off the road, you should probably get the police chasing you. That should probably be a big fine. I mean, the fact that it's not, and not something I'm going to complain about, but that that was properly unintentional. The truck was doing its little jiggle and wouldn't slow that little jiggle. I couldn't get slow down. I thought we'd just maybe skiff the bus and not punt it clean off a cliff. Oh dear. And that's one of the moments. Joys of an extra long episode. This one's going to work out to be about twice as long as the normal episodes. They won't all be this long, but every now and again if I'm doing something very specific, like in this episode, there was things I definitely wanted to get done in this episode. The episode will continue until those things are done within reason. And obviously I could cut it down and make it about 30-40 minutes or so, but then we'd be missing out on some of the nonsense that I've gotten up to in this one. The bus bowling, for example. See, here we go again. It's just not turning. That's what happened with the bus. Honest officer. I'm innocent. I might increase the rain a bit because it doesn't seem to affect the actual frequency, just the length of time it rains. It only ever seems to rain for like 2 or 3 minutes of real time. But it still rains very frequently. It's twice it's rained in this episode, I believe. This thing has very slow steering. Go straight, straight. There we are. Right, let's see how much money we get for this one. 13,000, that's not terrible. I actually think is that not more than we got with the dumpy? Oops, just rip the body off the truck. Now you might be wondering, how am I going to make this profitable? And the answer to that one is, I'm going to add the vehicle to the company. And then I'm going to create a truck route that I'm going to call Limestone 1. And it's going to go from here to here. Just like that. That's all it's going to do. And I'm going to set this vehicle on Limestone 1. And then if I get out, off goes the NPC. Our first vehicle used in a hired worker. I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to ignore him. I also want to add our bus. And the bus route I'd like is... well, we've already got all the bus routes on actually, so I want to add a route, and I want it to be this route, the route I did earlier. As you can see, there's the bus there, off on the route. Nobody on it because it needs to come all the way over here to start the route. There's 16 people waiting there. And yeah, so that's how the contracts work. You can zoom out and see your NPC workers. What's this guy doing? Is he moving yet? He's on the road now. Good man. And they will just passively earn your income. Not a great deal. They also cost you running costs. No, don't do that until you actually need to do that, or until you notice it gets low. But if you want more slots, you can buy slots. I think they're 50,000 each. I'm not going to put any of them on actually. Buses and trucking routes, I believe, are the only two things that you can have hired workers doing currently. That might change in the future though. I have a feeling that it will be like taxi jobs and things like that potentially in the future. I'll load the area as we respawn back home. There we are. But I am of course going to leave this episode here for today, guys. Back where we started, back home, but with a little bit less money, a lot more debt, but 2 new vehicles. Consider it 3. I'll have 30,000 less in the start of the next episode, but there will be an MX-5 parked in this garden ready for us. But if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can of course smash the subscribe button. Ring a little bell notification as well, that way you get notified of all my uploads. Currently Motortown is daily and the Farmers Dynasty one is 3 times a week, I believe. Yes, 3 times a week. 4 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So there you go. There's 11 videos coming out every week, and the more people who subscribe build the channel up, the more fun it'll be. You can always leave me a comment below. I will read out comments, give people shout outs, and just generally have a good time with you guys. And also there is a Discord, link to that is in the channel description. But that's where I'm going to end it here for today, guys. See you all next time. Bye for now.